Good morning, friends and sisters. I invite you to bring your attention and your awareness to your heart space. I invite you to become aware of your feet, of your sit bones, of your shoulders. And in this awareness, become very aware of the breath as it exhales out of the body, creating a space of emptiness. And on the inhale, inviting the cool, fresh breath to enter in through the nostrils, finding space within the belly, the lungs, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, the feet, anywhere it needs to go. And on the exhale, releasing in the warmth of the air, the breath that is exhaling out of the body through the mouth or the nose, releasing all that no longer serves. And pausing for a moment on the next inhale, become very aware of where this breath finds itself within the body. Perhaps the lungs or the heart space need a little bit more. And as you exhale, releasing any of the resistance that may have been stuck in the tissues. And on the inhale, this last beautiful, slow, deep breath, allowing the entire vessel of your body to feel with this light love flow, holding that breath. And very slowly allowing it to seep through the nostrils out into the space around, creating in your awareness, heart to heart, mind and spirit connecting in this circle, this vortex of light, as we begin with our communications. And so it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful Lisa. Thank you for being here, Renee. Thank you. I welcome you with love and gratitude for joining me in this idea of sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your journey with all of us, all people that may see us in the future, now or in the future. Thank you. Welcome, Renee. Welcome. And we're going to start, all of us, sharing part of our journey, saying or telling you who we are. And we may start with Renee.
That's a loaded question.
A big question, right?
Yeah, I feel like I am a part of this beautiful group of sisters that have been on a journey of exploring the depths of our inner self, our God self, and sharing and being vulnerable enough to be your authentic self in order to grow and expand even more. I feel such gratitude to be part of this group. And as we've said before, this is a special group of ladies where you can really express yourself that in ways that you can't in the rest of your life. So that's so. What else could I add? That's me. I've been on a journey my whole life looking for the truth of who I am. What does that mean? What do I do with it? How does it impact others? And I believe these ladies are on the same kind of journey.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Dora, for connecting us. And how the three of us came together with our other groups and goddess sisters is just such a beautiful, miraculous unfoldment. And I think the universe has worked together again for the three of us to be together at so many different opportunities in this life. I feel like for my experience in life and why I'm here and why I want to share with you and others is that this is a time that I feel I have waited for my whole life. You know, I was literally birthed for this 2025 time, this 2020, this time of great change. And as we come together, our hearts expand and that light expands. So the wisdom and the intelligence and the intuition, and that's what us women hold. And being able to hold that and cultivate it and share it together with us and many others, as this community is going to grow and grow, as many other communities have grown and grown, is the future. And we are birthing the future and creating, co-creating this with God, with our God self, with the Christ light for this great awakening.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Well, as Lisa said, this is a miraculous reunion of sisters because it's the way the universe works. It's the way he, she, they bring us together. And that times when we are going through so much and we cannot see the light. Deep inside us, we know there is a light. It must be a light. And I came to this beautiful group through another beautiful lady, friend of us, sister goddess of us. And I reached out to her because I was going through so much. I couldn't see the end at that very moment in my life. It was so heavy, so dark. So I was in despair. And I reached out to her in a desperate scream, I would say. And she answered the call just to bring me and join the group of hers with Renee and Lisa. And from then, that new journey, that new initiation, that new phase of my life started. I do boom healings, I do sound baths, I do quantum boom healings, quantum clearings. And Lisa reached out to me to invite me to do quantum boom healing in Henderson, Nevada. And there I went. And there I met Renee in person and her. And it has been, it seems to me, 2 years, if I am not mistaken, since we came together. And that this friendship has been growing and expanding and flourishing as I never thought it could be possible, at least for me. Because in my community, I have felt alone. I had felt displaced. I have felt criticized. But at this point in my life, I realize that where the situations, the frequencies that I need still to release from my energy body, my physical body, my mental body. And it has become a great journey. We were talking before this started being recorded, about all of that, or not all of that, but a part of it, how we feel, how we are, let's say, overcoming or going above that situation, seeing them from a higher perspective in which we are not victims anymore. We are not the poor Dora, the little Dora that doesn't know what to do. Yes, now I know, I see, I feel, I hear, I am something else. I am more than what I thought I was. And we are discovering all of this in this journey. And we came together and it emerged the idea of sharing with you all how we have been feeling in the past or we felt in the past, how we are walking this path because we are still in the path. We are there. But now we are holding hands together and empowering each other from the heart, empowering each other not to diminish or lessening ourselves or someone else, but to grow and expand together because we can do that without jealousy, without envy. We can do it with love and compassion for each other. And that is a gift for me. That is the most beautiful gift where I see that we are love, we are peace, we are compassion, we are loving, and we are sharing beings. We can share from the heart where we invite other people, other women, other men to recognize that power in themselves, to recognize the beauty of their beingness, the beauty of just existing, because the universe doesn't make mistakes. We humans do a lot or make a lot, but the universe doesn't. We see, or we have been used to see things from a human perspective. But when we see it from a higher perspective, we see that everything is perfect and we can relate to each other. We can invite others to do something good for themselves because everything starts from within. And that is going to be, or it is the invitation from us to start from within, to empower, to say to you that yes, you can do it. If the ones before me could do it, and I am on the way of getting it, you can do it too. You all can. Renee, would you like to add something else?
Yes, what we have discovered is that in the beginning, I didn't know that's exactly what it was, but it was a deep sovereign love and honor. It was, like you said, there was no human like jealousy or uh, anything negative. There was just love, respect, honor, and drawing each other out. We've all called each other and said, help me see this. I can't, I need you. And we've all just, without judgment, just been there for each other. Because I think we understand the journey we're on is letting go of the things that don't serve us, that have been difficult to let go of. because we think that is us. These things that I'm trying to let go of is me, and it's not. And they keep, I mean, we'll let go and then we pick it up, and we let go of it and we pick it up, and then we let go and we go, how come I'm still doing this? And so I think that that's one of the beautiful things of this relationship, is that I feel like I can pick up the phone anytime I need to talk to you. And if you're there and you're available, you are there for me. And I am there for each of you. And it's that common um, knowledge that we're on the same path, but it looks differently for each of us. And I am so grateful. I mean, I have been brought to tears with gratitude of having you both love me just for who I am when I can't. When I can't love me for just who I am, you show me, you hold up a mirror and show me. And as I see us in the last 3 years, as we have let go of things, we have expanded. Our lives are different. Our perceptions are different because we have let go of a lot of that stuff, and we're now really becoming familiar and comfortable with who we really are, is as of the divine. We are divine humans. We are made in God's image, and we are owning that, and we are seeing the fruits of that. And I think that's why we wanted to come together and share with you, because we found each other, but we look out there and there's not very many people, I mean, in our world that are even aware of this. So we thought, let's share this, because it's huge, the gratitude and the help you get when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and say, I don't get it. Can you help me? Thank you for loving me continuously. And it's a beautiful thing. So we're finally doing it, and I'm grateful for it.
I agree, Renee. Thank you. And I just really want to thank you for your beautiful light, that and your wisdom and your intelligence that you share together here on this podcast, but in life, that we can call each other, and that we know that there is a greater divine source energy universe that brought us together, and that will continue to bring others that are comfortable, that want to reach out. And anybody who is in a place of separation, which is a place of that within, in despair, in when we're lost, because we're all lost, we're all on the path to discovering God, to discovering who we are with God and that relationship. And I see it. I see it in my community. I see it in my family. I see it in this world, that everybody is seeking to connect in some way. That connection is of the heart. And it's very uncomfortable to really open up that heart space. And I was having a challenging time with it, probably up until 2019, when I really dive deep into the Akashic records, and for myself and others. And when I do readings, it's like, I know it's not just for the person in front of me, but the information is also for me. And I feel like that's what brought us together, in the quantum womb healing. When I invited Dora in, and I invited some other friends to come in and share this incredible experience. And it changed my life. It changed my body. It changed my physical relationship to my mental body. And it's bringing me today, 3 years later, into a expanded awareness of my emotions, and being able to um, communicate through that emotional wave, through that heart space that sometimes gets tight, and then you want to like express with tears or a knot in the throat, and it's very hard to move through this. And I didn't know that it was related to the womb, the wounds that we're all born into, because we're all born through the wounds, the womb of our mothers. And that mother energy is what is so sacred, so real, so not, it within the cavity of the woman, the body of the woman, but the seed of the man is just as important as this creation and their sacral center. I don't know why I just went on that tangent, but that's what I do. Sometimes it just goes and comes in. But I like how the connection of the deeper knowing as we come together in this communication is a deeper knowing for myself, but a deeper knowing that I can share for others that might go, oh, might click something, might turn something on in the mind or the body, that discomfort that I've had. How do I deal with it? Because I believe that discomforts in the body come from either the mental, the emotional, or even stuck in the spiritual body that we carry energetically. Coming together brings that vibration when I speak and when I listen, because it's all coming from this upper area of the words and the listening. So it's expanding on all realms of who we are individually and how we come together collectively.
And how we impact the collective.
Mm.
Because we are so connected, as I expand and let go of things, then I'm letting go of things that I was holding on to, negative energy. And so as I let go of that, it frees up the space inside of me, but it also frees up the space in the collective because I'm not projecting that. I'm not generating that energy. And so it's, of course, God would make it that way, that we would be so connected that we would impact each other. And we have. And I think that womb healing that Dora does also impacted me greatly. I mean, even a year later, I would call her up and go, is this part of the womb healing? Yes. Yes, it is. So we, I think as we expand, I think all three of us feel love and compassion for our human family, the sea of humanity that we're living in. And so at the same time we care for one another, we're learning self-care in a higher way and learning more about the aspects of ourselves that we weren't aware of. We also want that for our human family. And I think that's why we're here, to share, so that if we can shed light on something for others, because, I think even if people aren't really seeking, I think that the energy of what's going on our planet right now is forcing people to seek, because it's the light that is drawing us to itself. I learned that from Marie, the gal that Dora was talking about earlier, that brought us all together. That she said the light is calling all of us back to itself, and this is what it looks like and feels like. It's all on an individual basis, and in families, and in cities, and countries, and governments, and everything. So it's quite a journey,
Bigger than us. It's bigger than us.
and we have learned, I think, to trust the process. Mm-hmm. And that I read something in the book we will share. It said, we're not the gatekeeper, but we are the gateway. That we, because of our commitment to honor that light, that what we seek is also seeking us. That we want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And so we seek the light, we seek higher understanding, higher ways of living, so that, the bigger your picture, the easier your life. And so I can see the change in all of us the last 3 years since we've been together. We help each other with family, with friends, with inner struggles, and now we're more in the light than we were. But you can't not be in the light, but you can, with your limited thoughts and your perceptions in a lower vibration, it keeps you from experience the truth of who you are. And that's what we're still working on, is finding that light expression in all of us.
But it is true, we are going through that process where we want to see the full spectrum of light, right? And I am so glad that you brought up the womb healing, because we all want to transform our lives, and we have been filled with a lot of information from here and there, which has been beautiful. But we have to go within. It is not coming from the outside. Yes, we get the glimpse from the outside. But at the end of the day, we have to go inside and recognize what we have to clear out of our cellular body. And the womb healing comes here because we have to start from the root. If we want to clear space, or we want to build a building that is tall and strong, we have to have good foundation. And all of us, or most of us, I have been there, we want to start like opening our third eye. I know beautiful people that they have that gift already. They were born with it. I wasn't. And I wanted to open my third eye. So I started here instead of having a good foundation. When we don't have a good foundation, everything crumbles, everything is weak. I can put also the example of a tree. The taller the tree, the stronger and the stronger and it seems to me powerful, radiant, vibrant. Why? Because it has a good root, deep roots. And I told you, here is where the womb healing comes, because we start going to the root of the problems, issues, concerns we have, and we can see that we have them there in the cellular body, the entire cellular body, including bones, uh, hair, nails, teeth, everything has information, but especially the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus have a very dense energy. There we have the energies of envy, jealousy, insecurity, lack of power, lack of will, lack of determination, lack of everything. There we feel poor, we feel scarcity, we feel a lot of things. All that frequencies are in the first three energy centers. And we have to start clearing, cleansing, purifying, healing that part of our bodies. Us, women. The men also carry that frequencies because they came from a womb. And the mother transmitted all that frequencies when that baby was in her womb, which we didn't know before, but are the men we in some way despise, but we created them. And it is hard, but we have to start taking responsibility of what we have done. And we have to start from the inside out. If we want to see a change in the world, we have to start changing ourselves. Not necessarily all the women resonate with the womb healing. There may be some other modalities, but for sure we have to cleanse that part of the body. We start clearing, paving the way for something better for ourselves first. And it is a hard work. It is a hard work. We have experienced it, but it is possible. Here we are, right? We are not there yet, but we know now that it is possible. We are transforming ourselves. We are changing ourselves. We are doing the best for ourselves. We are filling our cup that we can share with the world without expectations. We can share that we don't feel depleted. We can share that we will not be resentful if we don't get anything back. There we know that we have been doing the work. When we are willing to share the journey, even to open to be open to that vulnerability that in the past we felt that constriction, that shame, that guilt. So we couldn't do that. Why? Because that frequencies were there. That frequencies are so dense that didn't allow us to speak openly and freely and confidently. Now we can do it because it goes all the way up, that clearing, right? And now we can say what we think. We can say how we feel. We can say literally everything with love, with compassion. We, all of us, it seems to me that we have been working, not judging, not seeing the things that we use, the way we used to see them. Why we see that way before the things? Because we were all the time in our minds, all the time. So that is the reason that we start from the root to start clearing all the way up here. And also we're going to feel that connection with the divine, right? It becomes more easy or easier. It becomes like you feel it. It is not something that any of us can tell you, but what I can tell you all is that you're going to feel it. You're going to say, yes, there is something else. Yes, I don't know where I was, but thank you. I know now that I am this and I am that. Why? because I have that connection. I have that relationship with the divine. And now we can relate with my brothers, with my sisters. There is going to be still kind of separation, but we are not invoking or provoking that. Is coming to us. Why? Because we have that confidence now to help in an energetic level to cleanse, heal, and purify that energy too. How we respond is what Renee teaches us. How we respond to the situations that we encounter. So it has been here, right? And we used to be very, very aggressive, very defendant, but now all of that frequencies, all of that energies are coming to us to be transformed. We may not get it 100%, but we are doing it little by little. They say a journey starts with a step at a time. So go ahead, Renee.
Amen to everything you're saying. I think it's important to note that because you have a divine connection, it's because you cultivated it. The people who are stuck in their reactive mind or ego mind and don't feel like they have no answers and they're depressed and hopeless, is because they don't know that they can cultivate that connection in your heart, which is where the God consciousness lives, is where it lives inside of you. And we have cultivated that. It wasn't lost on me when I finally realized that it doesn't matter what happened in any of our lives that was painful or whatever you want to call it. We still sought the light. We still, I mean, we could have said, screw this, how many times? We didn't. So I think it's that spark in everyone that when you're aware of it, especially when we cultivate it like we have by going inside, because like you said, Dora, the outside can, the stuff you learn from the outside can guide you, make you feel good, lead you, help you understand things and all that. It's not the same as going inside and developing your own connection. I mean, it's already there, but you're developing the awareness of it. You're learning how to seek it instead of seeking things in your other mind. I call it the heart mind and the reactive mind. And so the reason why we have expanded and grown is because we kept seeking the light, even in the depths of our despair. We trusted that light. We trusted and we had faith that we're not going to be lost because of that light. And all the rest of it goes with it, led us to the foundation of the womb healing, to where cleaning out the roots and then moving up. And so it's a journey that you don't have to figure out. The light in you figures it out. All you have to do is align with that and trust it and accept what is unfolding in your life. That's what I think we helped each other with. When something happened and we would call each other up and say, this just happened, we weren't going, well, why did you, think that? No, we were like, we knew this was coming up for the other person. And so we were embracing and connecting with the person, connecting with our hearts, where the wisdom and insights always showed up for each other when you're alone and for the other, because that's the 24-hour hotline that you have inside of you that we have used with each other and on our own. And it's like, if that isn't miraculous, I don't know what is. I mean, we can feel lost, act broken, believe we're broken, tell everybody we're broken. We're not. It's our thoughts telling us that. And when we trust the light and keep going in that process and keep cultivating that connection with your God heart, then that's when you are led. And that's where we're still in that same exact process. It just looks different now than it did 3 years ago.
It looks different than it did yesterday.
Right. Good point, Lisa.
I mean, every day. Thank you for
Yes.
your beautiful share. Every day, something looks different. And the sun is whiter. My husband came home from work the other day. Oh my God, someone at work said, the sun looks really white. Have you noticed that? He said, yeah, you need to talk to my wife.
Right.
But I've been saying it for 2 years. I've been saying it since 2020 when I stood in the middle of my labyrinth and really connected to the earth and to the grid systems here in this city and on our planet, and cultivated that. It is a cultivation. It is a vortex. It is that vortex we create, but it's our own inner vortex. Um, and it's looking at the changes every day. And even, I'm going to feel something today that I'm going to be very annoyed with because I'm really good at that and resistance. But it's going to feel different because I've done this work through all this time and because I choose to say, oh, this is only resistance. Instead of saying, oh, this is resistance and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to just keep it over here and put this up as my protector. And then I'm going to keep going. And that's what I think that is a large part of what we are clearing through womb healings, through sound baths, through Akashic readings, through Reiki sessions, through the roots being, or the chakra system being cleared out, polished and shined, and being able to allow our bodies at a cellular level to just be calm so it can function, re-articulate, pick up on new ideas, connect in a new way, see in a new way, change our perception. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. What's hard is to sit in silence for 10 minutes and watch those thoughts and say, nope, go away. I'm centering, I'm regathering back into the core light that lives within. That is the hardest part, right? And I think, I've been doing this for many years and there's moments when, oh yeah, I'm there, I'm laying there, boom, gone, downloads, communication, talking. And there's other days when I come in, it's like, oh, okay, I got to do that. I got to do that. And that monkey mind is swinging back and forth, teasing me. So it's a daily practice. It's a daily awareness of seeing change and a daily connection. And devotion is the word that comes up, and what is devotion and what are we devoted to? And I really think that this time, us coming together, is in the devotion of seeing and knowing and the divine feminine, the divine light, the divinity that lives in us. My favorite and deepest lesson that I've learned in life, and I think it was like I'm going to say late 90s. I heard for the first time, as above, so below. As within, so without. And that has taken me high and low, and introspection into me, intimacy into me I see. So without changes every day. Every day is that change because of this connection. And when I'm at a crossroad, which is many times during my day, many times, and I've been doing this work and I try to remember and hold this. And when I forget, I reach out to my friends who remind me. But those are the crossroads. And we are here to get through those moments of change with a lightness about it.
Well, we have the commitment. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have the commitment. And I think that's also part of the spark within us. Because how many people would, oh my gosh, why didn't we give up 20 years ago? That's the spark in us. We know, I mean, I think we know that we know on some level. And I think that comes up. And, you know, I want to say one of the things I've noticed about us that I notice in other people who are in the same space in their journey is they have these characteristics, the sovereign respect and honor for the other person and their journey. It doesn't matter what it looks like, feels like, how they're acting right now. But the other one that is really precious is we share words of love with each other. We're always saying, you know, I love you so much. Thank you for being there. I appreciate you. And Dora's a hi, my beautiful friend when we call up. It is that expression of love that is the heart.
Undying.
What's that?
Undying.
Oh,
Love
yeah. And it's
is
ever present.
ever present.
It's ever present. And that is a huge characteristic because it comes from the heart, which is connected to the heart mind. And it's a first nature. You don't, I mean, you don't go, okay, what words of love can I share with Renee today? You don't do that. It just comes out of you because it's first nature and it feels good. It feels good to say it because you mean it, because it's coming from your heart. You're in the flow of that heart. But it also feels good to hear it. The same thing. Oh, thank you, my beautiful friend. You know, it's it fills you up. The heart mind always, the thoughts are living. They're living thoughts there. They will always feed you, guide you, nurture you, give you insights, give you solutions. The reactive mind will react, be hopeless, be anxious, have worry, have doubt. So when you said, Lisa, that you were at the crossroads all the time, it's the difference between which mind are you generating your thoughts from? Is it the heart mind or is it the reactive mind? And that's where the battle since we even started going, well, why do I feel that way? What's the deal? And when you learn it's your reactive mind and you are the manager of your own thoughts and you didn't know it. And so you're at the crossroads, like you just said. I saw you go, I don't want these thoughts. You were like pushing them away. You even did that with your hand. I don't want that. No, I'm not generating that. I am not the author of that. Your reactive mind is. And so
Yeah.
we are learning all this stuff. I kind of think that once all of this, when we become truly sovereign, we're not going to have to worry about the reactive mind. I mean, what's going to happen to it? It's not of love. You're not going to get real solutions out of your reactive mind. You're going to get, well, don't ever talk to her again. Or, you know, you're going to find the words to put somebody in their place and to shut them up. And all of that. That's the kind of solutions you get from the reactive mind. Your heart mind will always love whatever the faces of love are. And we've discovered so much, and we're walking in our natural divinity way more than we did before. It's beautiful.
It absolutely is. Oh my God. Well, we can go on and on and on because sometimes it's what we have done, right? 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh my God. But Lisa, what could you, what would be your invitation to people who listen to us?
Um,
Go ahead, Renee.
if you know that there's more, if you know that life could be easier, if you are seeking more light, then we are willing to share our vulnerabilities, our challenges, our solutions, and to be real, because that's what we are with each other. And like we've said before, there's not too many people in my life that I can be totally real with, because it's on a level of spirituality or truth that people don't seek.
Well, yes, Lisa?
I would invite our listeners to remind yourself at bedtime when you're all nestled and comfortable to hold your awareness with your breath, with gratitude for your day. And if you can list 3 things, if you have a gratitude journal, gratitude is the highest frequency. It isn't born in us, it doesn't live in us. Just like scarcity wasn't born in us, doesn't live in us. It's a frequency. And gratitude is the highest frequency of opening up our entire chakra system. So to go to sleep with a calm nervous system, a calm body, and when you wake up, you know you're going to wake up in the morning. Before your eyes open, gather gratitude in any form, word, thought. If it's listening to the alarm just so the body awake and you press snooze, feel a new presence within. And if that's challenging and that's hard, we're here to help. I understand that it can be challenging to find that light within, but that's what we're here for, because the more we light up together individually, the new earth is being birthed.
So
Well said.
beautiful.
That's
So beautiful.
yeah.
Actually, I invite you all to do that. I am in a 30-day journey of gratitude again, and today is my 17th day. So thank you, Lisa. I was to invite them to do that too. So we are in that resonance that we have been feeling before when we get together, the 3 of us, to be grateful for all and everything we have. And the people that I am doing this, the beautiful women that I am doing this, I invited them to write one thing in the morning and one thing before going to sleep, and write also why you are grateful for that very thing you have. Because sometimes we can say, for my phone, for my uh, hair, for whatever you want to say. But if we don't have that why, it is like the air coming and going, and we take it for granted, like the air. We breathe and we know that we're going to breathe if we don't have that problems of breathing. But if we write the why, it goes deep within us. It doesn't have to be long. It can be only 10 minutes. I listened to this beautiful man. His name is Tony Robbins, and he said, If you don't have 10 minutes for your life, you don't have a life. So when I heard that, I said, I do have a life. I can do this for longer time. I do. And I do it. And I got committed again to recognize all the stuff that I am grateful for. And we feel it. The most important thing to embody that frequencies, because we know them by name, but we do not really embody them. We have embodied scarcity, but that has to be displaced, right? It has to be put aside. No, I don't need you anymore. Okay, we're going to embody gratitude, but we have to be constant. We have to be consistent, determined to write one single thing every morning, one single thing before going to sleep. Breathe and feel the why I am grateful for my children, why I am grateful for my friends, why I am grateful for the food we eat. We have hundreds, thousands of things in my little small house that I have a lot of stuff. Why I am grateful for that things that I have. So we can write journals and journals uh, out of that, right? But one single thing, and we embody that frequency. Thank you for this. And you truly feel grateful. So maybe I went too long for the gratefulness, but but it's the way I have invited people to do it in order to.
And I'm grateful for you both in my life, in my heart, in my mind, for everything you say and do.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Renee. I am so grateful for you too. Thank you so much for being in my life. Thank you to the people who's going to listen in the future, and hopefully this be of help for them too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you next time.
Bye bye. Thank you.